It's your boy Jaystar. We back again here with the first look of the showdown, man. The first look of the first freaking game of the freaking NFL season, y'all. My God. So happy to be back, man. Like, woo, I'm so excited, man. I've been crazy taking notes, man, like for a whole month now. I feel like for real. Oh man, I'm so excited, man. I'm ready to win, I'm ready to win this money week one, man. But let's get right into the first look of the showdown, man. Like I said, these first look videos will be kind of more simple, getting straight to the point, not trying to make these videos really long, but and not trying to go through a full strategy, of all the notes and things like that. That'll be, you know, when the game comes on, like basically, because the Thursday games, I'll probably upload a video Thursday morning. And so that way you'll have a full strategy because just want to make sure we get all. I mean, I might drop it on Wednesday, matter of fact, if we can get all the news for injury reports and stuff like that, like from, like I said, offense and defense. So hopefully both teams do come out with their injury reports completely updated by Wednesday. And I'll go ahead and just drop the strategy video for the showdown on Wednesday, Wednesday morning or so. But let's get right into this one though right now. So far, the main stars of this game's Cooper Kupp, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Stephon Diggs, and I even believe in Gabe Davis, man. I feel like, to me, he's could be, really competing. He's one A to, or one B to, Stephon Diggs. But really, really close to, overtaking the number one receiver job here. But, for the showdown, man, like I told y'all before, you want to put together a story of how you believe this game is going to go. And of course you want to have the most fantasy points person at the captain spot, so most of the time it is the highest people right here at the top here, is that who you really want to go with, unless your storyline that you come up with, like I went over in my showdown video, so y'all can go back and check out the showdown video just so you can understand what I mean by making a story, to go with an offensive scheme and things like that. It really, really helps you create a full showdown, lineup for yourself. Like it helps so much. Like if you just go ahead and just, like I told you, like in that video we go over the different types of ways to win, the 3v3s, basically three people for one team, three players from one team, three from the other team. You got the 4v2, and then you got the 5v1. And so once you go ahead first and say, oh, I want to make a 5v1 lineup, you go ahead and get your storyline together with that. So you can say it's Josh Allen captain or something like that. You want 5 people from one team, so you're like, yep, I'm gonna go ahead with Dawson Knox here. We got Singletary, Gabe Davis, and then defense kicker or something like that. So we'll just take the kicker, and then you just running back, like best option or something like that. But that's your 5v1. But storyline, you kind of come up with something like, yeah, Josh Allen's, I feel like he's gonna have a crazy great game, in this situation, and going off so much that, he's thrown touchdowns to basically everybody right here, these receiving weapons that we have. And, maybe they run the ball late and try to put the game away, but they also kick some field goals or something like that. And you just running back the best, run back option that you have left. If it's Allen Robinson to, who else we got here though? Let's see, Higbee, Henderson, Van Jefferson, same, so it'd be the same way if we did it the opposite way here and we said it's gonna be Stafford, and then we got Cooper Kupp. See, this is what I mean. Like that's why I said the strategy video be once we get these updates like this, if Van Jefferson is even playing or not. But we'll just put Van Jefferson and Higbee in there for now. And let's see, we have Matt Gay, right, kicker, left with 7,400 here. So it's like I'm saying, like quick little scenario storyline is they blowing out. Stafford's having an amazing game. Maybe even rushed in a goal line touchdown. Quarterback sneak or something like that. Got stopped on the 1 yard line. So that's why we have him at captain, because it's really hard for quarterbacks that don't run to be captain. So I just want to state that real quick. But if they are going to be captain and they're not going to be a rushing quarterback, you will want them to be a quarterback that spreads the ball out very well. And Stafford can do that. It's just that last season we saw a lot just of volume just going to Cooper Kupp, like talking about 12 10 target games, stuff like that. So more than likely he's probably better captain because of that situation, because the volume is kind of solo act right here, going to one person. But we do know it's possible for Stafford to, throw the ball to everybody. And, each one of these people could have like one touchdown, or somebody could just have maybe over 100 yards and, a few catches and stuff like that. So, but like I said, the storyline would be that basically they're blowing out. Stafford's having an amazing game. We got the kicker, kicking the ball, late, putting the game away and stuff like that. And then best option run back, what we have here, let's see, in this range. Great. Gabe Davis, perfect run back there, and then what we got? Dawson Knox, great run back. Even Singletary, running back. But you probably would want, I don't know how much Singletary really pass catches. I mean, he did a little bit late in the season when he got on his run late in the season. But most of the time he is in there to just actual run. Probably if you wanted a different running back, we have two options here in Zach Moss and James Cook. I believe James Cook in the depth chart order, he's going to be ahead of Zach Moss. So, I mean, he is their rookie, and I think they really probably are going to want him to be more of the pass catching back. But, that could be definitely an option, or you could just go ahead and say, I just want the other kicker. You could take the other kicker on the run back in this type of scenario. But this is definitely, so far Stafford's best weapons and stuff like that in this game. I mean, if we get news that Van Jefferson is out, we're going to have to go to, maybe a Tutu Atwell and stuff like that, or Skowronek. Maybe these would probably be all his pass catching weapons here if Jefferson is out of there, So, and also, well, I actually, it's crazy, in the Super Bowl, I actually went with, what's his name, the tight end here? I think it's Hopkins. Yeah, Bryce Hopkins. In the Super Bowl, I know he played a big role and, came through because their other tight end, their backup tight end for, I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. Let's see. Is he still here? Blankton. I think he's gone now. I think they don't have Blankton anymore. So yeah, Blankton. Oh, he's out. Okay. Yeah. So since they only have two tight ends, man, Hopkins could be a sleeper in this game. Really, like, I mean, he was definitely a sleeper for the Super Bowl. A lot of people did not have him, but he's the route, the other alternate route running tight end for them. So definitely could be a good play in this game for all the weapons there. Let's switch back though real quick. Just go to all the weapons for Josh Allen. So just in case you're trying to, hook up Josh Allen with all those weapons in this game, I got Stephon Diggs here. We got Gabriel Davis, Dawson Knox. Let's see, who I'm missing? Oh, we got Crowder, of course, and then I believe it's two more, right? McKenzie and, or is that it? I don't think there is anybody else, right? So we got McKenzie. Can I put him in there? Okay, great. Yeah, so these are all the pass catching weapons for Josh Allen here, man. You can get a mixture. I believe McKenzie is going to be the starter slot receiver though. So just so I know a lot of people might want to be taking Crowder, but he'll be coming in for McKenzie. So they move a lot of people in the slot. I know Stephon Diggs will probably get in there, not Gabriel Davis. I don't feel like he'll get in there at all. He's more of a wideout receiver only. So, but Stephon Diggs, because he can route run very well, I definitely can see him, and I feel like they need to move him in and out more because last season he didn't have a great season last season to me, but I feel like being as great of a route running receiver and receiver that he really is, they need to move him in, that slot more. I feel like he would have better matchups and be able to get, be able to go off more in more games in the season. But if not, they do have two pretty good route runner. I mean, Jamison Crowder definitely was a really good slot receiver, period. But Isaiah McKenzie, young, fast receiver here, definitely I feel like he could have a great year. And I believe they brought Jamison Crowder to help McKenzie become a better route runner and slot receiver for them. So definitely a great pass catching options here for Josh Allen. Like crazy amount of people. But both of these teams really, just to do a quick overview of this game, what I think about this game. Man, I actually, when I first looked at this game, I did not like this game. Like, just gonna be real with you, I did not really want to play this game at first. But as we get in closer to the game, starting, hearing about certain injuries that are already kind of like, we know already that Tre'Davious White, for the Bills cornerback, their number one cornerback, is gonna be out in this game. So I believe that because of that, it actually makes this game. I mean, they already have this game like crazy high scoring. I think it's like 52.5 is what they believe is going to be for this game. So they believe it's going to be a shootout. They was already believing in that. I didn't think it was going to be that great of a game because it's very good defensive teams. Well, definitely Buffalo's a very hard defensive team, to score on. But without Tre'Davious White, I think it changes a lot, like for real, because that's your number one cornerback, and I think it actually opens up more of the passing game for the Rams. So I definitely now look at this game like, yeah, it could be a really good shootout, game, so you can actually, think of the Rams, playing really good, like some of their players playing really good. I didn't at first, like I said, I was having a hard time really, like earlier, like I said, I've been doing these notes and been already, going through these games for a whole month now. So early, man, when I was thinking of the Bills, I'm like, their defense is tough, man. It's hard to score on them. They definitely had to be like one of the number one defense. I feel like when you look at fantasy points and stuff like that against them, it wasn't none really. Like it was really good. I mean, late in the season and stuff like that, I believe Tre'Davious White got hurt last season too, so that kind of ruined their defense. Like at the beginning, it was a very hard team to score on. Like I would say 1 through 5 last season, but after that he got hurt, and also their linebacker, I can't think of his name right now, I think Edmonds or whatever like that. He got hurt too, so they became like a team where you kind of run on them and kind of and then start passing on them too as well. As you saw, like when Pat Mahomes played them, I mean they destroyed them, but they still had those type of injuries and things like that. But that's why I'm saying, like, since I kind of see that it looks like Tre'Davious White is out for sure. They did pick up a cornerback, in the draft, but it doesn't even look like he's gonna start, and I thought he was gonna start. So that is definitely set up for this game to be a crazy high scoring game. So that's a just a tip for all y'all. If you're making lineups, think about this game as it probably more than likely will be a shootout. So I mean, possibly could need two quarterbacks, possibly not. Since Stafford is just a pass catching, a passing, from the pocket type of quarterback, more than likely is not going to run. But they do those goal line quarterback sneaks for him. So if they get stuck on a 1 yard, they're going to quarterback sneak. So he could possibly get a rushing touchdown, as well as we already know Josh Allen rushes a lot. So definitely going to be a great weapon. But I actually, like I said before, I did not like this game. I'm actually loving this game more now that I'm seeing it like as a shootout potential game. And all these weapons you talking about for each quarterback that they have is so many pass option weapons. Not every team has the luxury of having this many weapons as both of these teams do. So makes this, I can definitely see this being 28, 24 type of game, or even higher than that. Really, you can get to the 38s to 32 or something like that. So should be a great game to watch, to play. Make a slate and stuff like that with. But since also that we are talking about this is probably gonna be a shootout, I would just say, you might want to also look at some of these other weapons as captains, over looking at the quarterbacks, of course, because I mean, shootout potential, anybody could get 2 touchdowns or 100 yards and, and a touchdown or something like that, definitely also think about the running backs too, as well. I mean, the Rams are at home. It's usually best to go with a, home running back, but it's really, to me, it's going to be, with these type of quarterbacks you're talking about, I would say, it's going to be more of a pass catching running back. Could probably have a better day, But it's your boy Jaystar. Hope y'all enjoyed the first look at the showdown, man. I just wanted to go over real quick, all the receiving options. Matter of fact, real quick though, I just gotta put in all the running back options real quick too as well. So for the Ram side, because each one of these got like a few running backs, I would say. For the Ram side though, we got Cam Akers, and we have where you at? There you go. Henderson here. Okay, so those are the 2 options. I believe only the 2 options that they have. I don't believe they have any other running back, but definitely these 2 will be, in the game most of the time. I think they wanted to use Darrell Henderson as their change of pace running back, so third downs and stuff like that, which is weird to me because I'm like, he used to be their first and second down running back, and now he's going to be their third down running back. Cam Akers will be the first running back. I just feel like Cam Akers would probably be a better change of pace player, but I mean, it's the Super Bowl champs. I ain't gonna say nothing. Like, they know what they're doing, right? But I mean, Darrell Henderson definitely, goal line rushes. I feel like he's a bigger back for that. So I feel like that part. But he also was usually their pass catching back. So I would definitely say he's a good back to have in your lineups. And then as well on the other side, we have Singletary. Let me get James Cook and Zach Moss here. So these are the 3 running backs options for this, for Buffalo Bills side. I would really stick to probably these 2 right here. Because Zach Moss, I don't really feel like they're gonna use him as much. They got James Cook. They drafted James Cook for a reason, y'all. So I just really feel like he's definitely going to get used somehow. They had him. Matter of fact, at practice they had him practicing with the receivers. They really want him to build up his receiving, game, pass catching ability and stuff like that. He can run, but they already kind of have a running back, and he's basically the tallest running back on their depth chart. So I really feel like they want to use him definitely because he's probably a bigger target for Josh Allen to see coming across the field. I believe he's like 5'11" or something like that. The rest, you talking about Singletary is a really small back, like 5'7", 5'8", and Zach Moss is like 5'10", I think, or something like that. So got a couple more inches or a few more inches over these other backs, bigger back, and if he can build his pass catching up to par with like some of the best, or his brother, I believe, and what's it, Dalvin Cook? I mean, like if he could build up to being as good as him, man, this could end up becoming their number 1 option, which I really feel like later in the season, James Cook will probably be their number 1 option. On Singletary, he's okay. He's just not the best running back. He did have a few good games late in the season, but like I'll just go over real quick. It's people talk about all these games he had at the end of the season, but I'm like, these teams were not good teams against the run at all. Like New England, the way to beat New England is running the ball. Like you just got to keep pounding the rock against them, and eventually they break. So, like, of course, I look at it like he had 18 points there. Atlanta, they suck. Jets, they weren't good either. New England again, and then Kansas City. None of those teams were good against the run. And being that Buffalo doesn't run the ball a lot because they have Josh Allen who runs the ball for them. Sorry, my bad. But he doesn't get to run the ball a lot. But the reason I feel like he can have success is because he has Josh Allen, and come on, like if you always expecting the running game to come through the quarterback and then the running back actually runs the ball, you can always do good, especially against teams that are weak. So my bad, y'all. That's why I say like Singletary, yeah, he did good at the end of the season, and people like talking about him like crazy about that. And I'm just like, those teams were not good teams. Being that they're playing the Rams first game, I mean, you have to kind of run the ball against the Rams too as well, but their cornerbacks aren't as good either. Like you got Jalen Ramsey, but the rest can be tested. So that's why I'm saying both sides are gonna have like pretty hard time stopping each other, I think, in the air of this game, but the running back options, like I said, pass catching backs will probably succeed the most in this game to me, so far. But it's your boy Jaystar. Sorry about that. It's your boy Jaystar, and I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the first look at the showdown. Hope this really helps. Like I said, the strategy video will be up later on Thursday morning, or unless we can get all these questionables, updated, which is only like 1 or 2. So if we get all those updated on Wednesday, then I'll drop the video on Wednesday for y'all. Okay, it's your boy Jaystar, and I'm out. Peace.